at Le Mans. The wheel just got, I don't know when it got spun, probably spun about 15 minutes ago, and Le Mans out. It was Le Mans, Kota,
Hurrah,
Mandalika, and
Amanda.
Jerez were the choices, and Le Mans was victorious to the
Yeah.
happiness and all dismay of others.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement going around the party. It's probably the most excited I've heard them in a very long time. So, yeah, very chaotic and yeah, I'm surprised they're this excited. We're missing quite a few today. Aaron has joined, but obviously he's didn't join in time. So we've only got 8 today, which is a lot less. I had 5 people message me in the last hour saying I'm not going to be here, which is
So we
quite bad.
have no Shea,
Nope.
no Howling, no
No
Nelson, no
Schmoys
Schmoys,
and
no
no
Nick jumping.
Nick. Yep. We've got Ghost KDR back as a wild card again. I think he wild carded here at Donington, so he's back again. And we've got Bubba Fish, who wants to be referred to as Toby. So we've got Toby on the KTM as well, who's a first-time wild card today.
Okay,
Yeah, 2
so
wild cards.
well, Shea coming into this round had a big advantage into the championship. However, you should think that should now shrink. He does have a 16-point gap over Craig. So if Craig can score 17 points magically, he'll enter the lead of the championship for the first time.
Yep. And I figured out, looking at the things today, if Craig was to finish third in both of the races, Shea would still lead the championship on countback.
You got to think it's good to finish anywhere lower than third for Craig is going to be a difficult job, not to throw any disrespect to anybody else, but
yes.
in theory the
Jack
top 3 is going to be Finley. It's going to be Finley,
yeah.
Jack, and Craig. So,
yeah,
I mean, Aaron. I mean, if there's some collisions, Aaron stays on, Aaron could be the other outlier. But
I know quite a few haven't done practice this week, or a lot of them, and I know Aaron has done quite a bit. So, could throw a mix in it.
there's definitely a chance for Craig to close the gap down in the championship, or even take the championship lead heading into the penultimate round. And there are, I can't remember if there definitely was quite a number of penalties for Motegi. I can't remember if any of them actually transfer over to this round.
There's only one person has a penalty, and that's for going into this round, and that's Schmoys, but he's not here today. He is 2 long laps for whenever he races next.
So far, this lap by Craig's been very clean. I can't remember what a good lap time is around him. It's a 27, is it?
Yeah, you want to be getting in the 27s, I think. I know when they raced here last, it was Finley who was victorious, I'm pretty sure.
That might explain why he was so ecstatic when the track was shown. We'll see. Perhaps if it does turn out to be raining, that could open things up in terms of the top 3.
Up to line, Finley goes 1 tenth off.
So now he's got the 2 Prillies left to do their laps, and that'll be everybody's first laps over. So boosted up to line, he will go 3rd place. Can the track out Aprilia? Q Gamer topple him.
Podium out last time. And
he does.
P3 himself, so good start by the Trackhouse man.
So far to Factory Ducati 1-2, Jack Berman, I think, is going to start last.
He's got 1 chance. He's got 1 chance. And he's been notoriously bad at qualifying this season, I think, to say the least. He's not.
He does need to set a lap and he'll be on the front row, realistically. I can really tell he's riding a little bit nervous. He's making a few errors here and there, just wanting to make sure he finishes. He's running really wide into La Chapelle. Craig is on a very fast lap to improve his lap time. But so is Finley, so it's going to have to be a good final set between those two to see who will claim pole position in France.
Yep. So here comes. Oh, Craig improves by 3 tenths of a second, 28.1. He's still going to get 1 more lap here, and so will Finley actually. But he's coming round now.
Up to the line. Oh, that was close, but he's just about done it. And he goes top and boosted down. So boosted and Q Gamer will not improve. Now it's Toby left. Yep. And then it'll be Jack to look at. He goes 5th. So Jack Berman now It's orange in the third sector, but can he split the two factory Ducatis, or will he just remain in third? Or will he not even set a lap time at all? Just 3 more corners to go, and then it is the record him on the two right-handers to end the lap. Turns 13 and 14. For the first one, nicely done. Through the second one, also nicely done. Out to the curb, up to the line.
Here we go.
He
And
goes
it's
top.
pole! He stole it from Finley, his brother, right at him, but Craig's still on a lap. I didn't notice this, but Craig is still on a lap, and you could steal it away from all of them right at the end.
He had a 4-second sector last time. Always ran hot. Always ran hot.
Yeah, he's completely blown it. And that will be a session over. He's lost minimum half a second from that. So unless he's
Jack's first,
flying.
That's Jack's first pole position in quite a while.
Yeah, and he's just snuck into the 27s as well. So.
Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. It's not over yet.
No. Oh, yeah, Finley's on a lap.
Oh, never mind. He was on a lap.
But Toby's still on a lap here.
Yeah,
he improved position here.
On the KTM. 2.2 seconds down. If he can find just over 4/10 of a second, he will jump. Could be boosted.
Big slide into the penultimate corner there.
Yeah, that's going to cost him time.
And now off the final corner up to the line, and he doesn't improve.
So it's Jack on pole, Finley second, Craig third, Kugamer fourth, boosted fifth, Toby sixth, Ghost seventh, and Aaron will round out the field in eighth.
Yep, and that does mean we will have to restart the lobby because of Aaron not joining in time. And it is clear for the race. So, we'll restart the lobby now. So Aaron can get her.
It's the French Grand Prix and all the riders are lined up on the grid. In a few moments the lights will go out.
Ghost K-Dell's using DJ Antonio again. Interesting strategy.
Well, Digi did a fine job in Austin, so
yeah,
gain some inspiration.
Start this.
It'll be interesting as well if anybody uses the ride-out device or not.
Yep.
Because if you run the ride-out device, you'll get a better start, but you will have to brake quite hard into the first corner, whereas those who don't can just roll through it. So, potentially if you start at the back, you better chance of probably using it because you can get the advantage and then brake to try and hold the line, but we'll see. If I was Aaron anyway, I'd use the ride-out device. If I was on pole, I don't know. It's a calculated risk. I'm sure. Well, I'd hope the guys would know what the right option is, but obviously they can use the sprint to gauge what the right option will be come the main race, obviously. But they will be starting in different positions most likely. So.
Yep. Right, and we can go already. So only 8 today. It's probably the least amount of people we've had, probably in the last 2 seasons actually.
Yeah.
So. Unfortunate round for those that are welcome today. You know, there's less riders on track, but also a good thing because it gives them a greater chance of scoring better points. As long as they stay in the race, they'll score points in both races. So that's the main goal. But yeah, low attendance today, but let's see what can happen.
So, most likely your top 3 is going to be the Berman brothers and Craig. The question is, what order?
Yeah, so I think the top 3 in this race is going to be, I think the most likely outcome is going to be Jack, Finley and Craig, they're in whatever order. But then I think in outside is obviously Aaron. We know he can be quick at some rounds, and I think if one of those 3 isn't to get a podium, it will be him to replace them. But who knows, we could have a surprise. Q Gamer took his first podium out last time. In the rain, he definitely looked very strong though, and you know he did a very impressive result. So
I mean, if Finley or Jack can take the double today, their championship's right back on track after the disastrous round in Assen.
Fair.
I mean, I think Finley so far this season he's either been on the podium. When he's been on the podium, he's won. If he's not, he's 4th or whatever. But apart from maybe last round where he did eventually get that podium ticked off.
Yeah. So as the championship stands, Jack is only 5 points behind Craig going into this round. So it's definitely close between those two, and this championship's going to really close up. So just waiting for Craig now, and we'll get this sprint race under and away.
Ideal scenario for the championship is Finley wins both, Jack second, and both, and Craig's third, and both.
Yep.
That's ideal championship scenario, but obviously it's very difficult for that to happen. But let's see what transpires, and let's see if we get any of the other 5 can upset the apple cart.
Yep.
Or Jack using the ride device. I can't tell if the factory ones are or not. I don't think they are. Their bikes look a lot more angled front ways.
Let's see.
And we're off. Looks like they've all used the ride device. But Jack's had a fantastic, actually maybe not, Jack's had a fantastic start. And Boosted now into second place. So Boosted leaves the second place charge. Oh, and Craig's got really wide.
Craig's really wide.
Finley's really wide.
And Finley's wide. And and goes down.
Yeah. So the contact with Boosted caused both Factory Ducatis to go wide off the track, and Jack Berman has already got half a second lead over his brother. And the two Aprilis get up the inside of Craig through La Chapelle. But now Craig's got the inside line for Museum.
Oh,
he bumps Boosted. Oh, he's at the back of Finley.
And how on earth has he not crashed? That is...
Oh no, all this just allowing Jack to escape out
down
from the front.
Goes. As Aaron's late on the brakes, he was trying to find a move up the inside of Craig.
Look at the Aprilis just hounding Craig here, not giving him a chance to breathe.
But Craig in the slipstream, is he going to be the latest on the brakes? It's going to be 3 abreast.
You'd think
but
so.
No, he's actually the earliest.
Playing
he's going to hit the apex nicely, and he might get Q here.
But he's got Aaron to the contend with. We've got Aaron round the outside, and trying to go the inside of Q as well.
God.
This is and Craig's been forced down to 6th now, so there's not been the opening lap Craig needed.
No,
the Aprilias.
The brothers get away. It's the Aprilias, all 3 of them really scrapping 3 wide for the final corner. Really taken to the limits here, but yeah, this battle is still ongoing, and it's going to be a massive fight for the podium here.
Let's see, can Craig's
taking it safe.
Yeah, Craig needs to try.
All 3 of the Aprilias are still fighting it out, and Craig and Boosted are already on 4 limit warnings each.
Oh, here we go. Craig's managed to dispatch Q Gamer, and I think he's about to get Boosted. No, Boosted's going to get the better exit, and he has the inside line for Museum as well.
Around the outside. Is Boosted going to send it?
Craig's wide.
Yeah, really wide.
And I think it's Q going to get as well, maybe. It's not quite.
No, he almost makes his way back through. But here goes Craig up the inside of Boosted.
No, Boosted's going to try it.
And he goes around the outside. Oh, it leans on him. And it falls him out wide a little bit. But Craig takes the position. But the battle still rages on though between Boosted and Q here. Is Q going to try and make an overtake?
Boosted's sending it. Boosted's sending it.
Oh, he saved it. I don't know how he didn't crash. He had the animation of him crashing, and he picked it back up and saved it.
Oh,
and he's going to move again. Oh, right. That one was a bit more.
Yeah, he has picked up a long lap penalty in the process, so that's his punishment.
Very aggressive.
Yeah. No,
he turned it on Craig, and Craig's got a long lap.
I wouldn't count that as a warning. He got hit. So Craig, if you can hear us, don't take that long lap. Yet anyway. If you get more warnings, obviously.
I've only just noticed Finley is got right up to the back of Jack here. He's got the better run through the first chicane, and he's always at the back of him.
Just met him at the wrong part.
Finley is closing in, and this is a win that he most desperately needs if he really wants to enlighten his championship chances once again.
Just keeping an eye on the background as well, on the gap between Craig and Aaron. So Craig does have that long lap, but the last warning at least was unjust worthy of a warning, so for now he won't be obliged to take it.
Yeah, Boosted with full aggression there, and on that lap there, really fully sending it. Finley's a bit wide. Actually, Boosted's gone down to 7th place now, so he's actually dropped back.
Must be quite the error, but
Unless he's actually tried to serve his long one.
probably.
But there you go again. Halfway through almost now. 3 laps down, 4 to go.
I think they're doing low 28s because I can tell when they cross the line sometimes it throws up a lap time. I saw Finley doing a 28.3.
Okay. So not too bad race pace. Although you have to bear in mind the laps won't be as fast as usual because obviously they had to go through 4 different tracks.
Yeah.
Obviously it was the MotoGP, so they're not going to be up to the maximum pace. Obviously not having one specified track to practice on.
Obviously something we have to consider at this stage. Finley and Jack will be on the back row, and then Aaron and Craig will be on the middle row. So
yes. And Craig's taken his long lap. I don't know if he's succeeded, but he has taken it. Actually, I'm wondering now. Is Q game? I'm going to try and fight back. It is quite far back, but
yeah, well, unless your name's boosted and sending it from 3 temps back.
yeah, that was really something. But this battle at the front is definitely not over yet. Yeah, I think Craig's just taking his long lap here as a precaution, and he probably knows that he's not going to get, obviously, the warning. He's going to get the warning taken away there, but the chance of him getting another warning in these last 3 laps, I think, is quite likely. So I think he's just taking it as a precaution, just in case he can't take it again.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. Cause it looked like, yeah, you know, I wouldn't say he wasn't catching Aaron, but he was staying relatively stable. So he's just taking it safe.
Gives him a chance to have some clean air. Should be able to show his true pace.
Indeed. There he comes, boosted up the inside of Toby, and he's going to get the cutback as he clips the green there. They had a little bit of a setup. He makes his way through back up to P6.
But Jack's just holding.
At the front.
He's holding his brother off. He's just playing it perfect.
And this win is going to mean a lot to both of them. They both need the points. But the last time they went here, Finley was victorious, although that was only a main race, but he did win.
Oh, he's gaining in the slipstream. He's pulling to the inside, but he's not gonna want to put any risk in this overtake. And Aaron is right there to pick up any pieces.
These guys have time. Finley's got time. He's still got another 2 laps here to find a move. Jack does have the fastest lap of the race though, so not sure what lap he would have got that, because Craig did have it. Unless these two just
the
both
previous
went
lap
faster. Yeah.
So we saw.
Craig has picked up another 3 warnings since.
Yeah, so he's long laps.
So not sure how he's got all of them, but here comes Finley. He's taking a lot more corner speed. Is he going to go for a move?
He's going to try and get on the exit of the chicane, I think. It's very classic overtaking to La Chapelle, but I just don't think he's got quite a good enough run.
No. Jack had a bit of a slide there, though.
Can he turn it under? Oh, he's missed the entrance too much.
And I will note still that Aaron has not won a Div 1 race before. Whether that's a sprint or a main, he's not won one yet. So, but he's still in this if these two tangle.
So the gap's just constantly like 1 to 3 tenths. So there's nothing that can really be separated. Oh no, Toby's gone down.
So unfortunately, it's running well though, but an unfortunate crash.
So coming down in towards the chicane for the penultimate time. And Jack Berman is just doing what needs to be done to salvage his championship chances.
Yeah, this would be a very important win, especially as Craig's not even in the top 3 here.
Well, if he wins both races, he takes the championship lead now.
Yeah, indeed he does. He doesn't even need to win them both, because he's 21 points behind. This would be 10 points here. He could actually finish second in the main race.
So here we go. It's the last lap of the sprint in Le Mans, through turn 1 and now into turn 2. Can Finley? Oh, he's in the back of him.
Contact. That's aggressive. They both got stuck to each other and they're both going to run wide. Finley's going to go across here. The one of them's getting a warning here.
He's going to
And
concede
yeah,
the
Finley just
position.
lets him back past, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
ironically, I think Finley hitting the back of... Oh,
Boost has
this has
gone
gone down. I think Finley hitting the back of Jack then caused Jack to lock up the rear, which then caused Finley to have to run wide.
Yeah, Finley's been given a warning for it, so that's fine. So he's got to be careful now. But Finley's messed that up a little bit, and actually it's going away from him now. But he's still got half the lap to go. And actually, I'm just looking back at the battle for 5th here. That's line up a bit. If Goes KD, or 6th, sorry, it's just, you know, Goes KD has made a couple mistakes, and I boosted is right there. He runs wide, but Jack, he looks like he might have this now. Although he's made a mistake on the exit of the chicane there.
It's going to come down to the final 2. Oh,
Finley's
Finley's down!
down! Oh no, you would not believe it. He's thrown it away in the last sector on the final lap. It's Valentino Rossi over again. Oh, and Jack takes the win in Le Mans. That is a massive throwaway by Finley there. Hunting his brother on the final lap.
He went into the corner and lost the front.
Mistake.
I would have thought Finley would be taking, just accepting 2nd place, really, but obviously he was still pushing to try and take the win.
And Aaron, that's his best result of the season.
Yeah. So there we have it. Jack Berman is your victor, with Aaron in 2nd, Finn and Craig rounds at the podium in 3rd. Finley takes 4th after the last lap crash, which he'll be fuming at himself for. Q Gamer 5th, Ghost 6th, Booster 7th, and Toby rounds out the field in 8th.
Yep, good sprint race, and Jack actually at 27.8 there, so not a bad race lap, actually faster than his qualifying lap. And Aaron as well, look at Aaron's lap, I mean all 4, look at the top 4. Top 4's fastest laps are coming by a 10th.
Yeah.
1/10.
Impressive.
Very, very close. So actually, Aaron, he is on the pace of these front. So do not rule him out of this main racer. He's got the pace off the front, guys. So now it goes to 50%. But it goes back to variable. And Jack will start from last. And that is a great opportunity gone. And that could actually just rule out his championship hopes now. If he had any still. That has completely ruled out the situation. But we'll go again now. Toby will start on pole in his 2nd race, or 1st main race, with Boost in the 2nd and Goes KDR in 3rd.
What is the weather going to throw at us? And it's going to be clear
again.
Unfortunately.
For us.
Yeah.
Guys who are on track will be very happy about it. Oh, actually, I made a mistake with the lockup actually now. He said because he actually went down to gear 1, it wasn't actually Finley. So that would make sense. He'd like to have a bit of a
Good way. It's funny how these things sometimes work out, but Finley be on a redemption arc now for that mistake.
Yeah, and we know he can do it. He's got the pace, but I think any of this top 4, well, from the last race can win this. No, I don't think we ruled Aaron out, but he was faster than I expected, and he's on the pace of these front guys. And I will mention it again, he's not won a race before.
Yeah,
so,
right. So here's this championship
and he will
situation.
be a new race winner this season.
If Jack or Craig finish 2nd, they will take the championship lead, depending on who beats who. So if they're both inside the top 2 and Jack beats Craig, Jack takes the lead. If Craig beats Jack, Craig takes the lead. So, but Shea would fall to 3rd in the standings. That crash for Finley means he's 37 points back.
Yeah.
So
not ideal.
It's not ideal, but it's still not over for him. He can still pull out a late charge, but victory might be needed here.
Yep. So yeah, the gap between Jack and Craig will only be 1 point. And actually, if Finley didn't crash, he would have the championship lead. But everyone's ready, and we'll go again. And whoever wins out of this race between Jack and Craig here will take the championship lead. More, yeah, unless they finish below 5th.
So here we go. Toby starting from pole, Boosted in second. We know how good Boosted is at starts on this game. And Ghost in third. And I'm predicting Boost to take pole position. Sorry. Dole shot into turn 1. The lights on for a long time and we're off.
Let's go.
And just like that, Boosted takes the lead of the race. But Ghost gets an even better start than Boosted. Wow.
Yeah, good start. And Craig is in 8th place here, but he's going to try and charge through. There's going to be contact at turn 1 between multiple riders. Oh,
someone just cut the corner. Was it all file through? Aaron. Aaron into second place. If Aaron can take the lead quite early and set a rhythm.
It's a brilliant wide, but there's a trackhouse going up the
Q
Gamers made 3 overtakes
down.
and Ghost is down. But Q made about 3 overtakes there in 1 corner.
Good stuff by the Dutchman. I'm glad Ghost bike just continued to turn left onto the grass and didn't cause anybody to hit the bike, because that would have been a massive crash. But now look at them all, all trying to file through into garage there.
Oof. As they now head down the back straight.
Finley round it. Finley's on
the S's and Jack
round
and
the outside.
Finley both on the grass. Oh, and Q's going to try and get the pair of them.
And he can Craig as well.
Both of them. Oh my! Craig's just. Oh my!
It's a massive sandwich.
And then Finley's forced Craig out wide. I mean, his elbow's out here at Le Mans.
Is Craig going to give him back? Yes, he is.
Ooh, they're going to let off though into the final corner.
So Aaron leads the way. At the end of the first lap, he's managed to overtake his teammate Booster. Can he set a quick rhythm? And by the time Jack, Finley and Craig get into the top 4 positions, really have a gap that he can manage? Through the chicane they go. Oh, Jack's going to take Q easily.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Yeah, he is.
But now let's see if Q turn it underneath him again.
A massive wobble, but he saved it. And Craig, he
Jack's
cannot
wide.
find his way through. Oh my god, Finley's been hit. And Q taking a very defensive line here. Craig's going to force his way up the inside, forces Finley out wide, goes through. Finley then goes back up the inside, and Q's going to take it as well.
These are brilliant. They're not giving the factory Ducatis a very easy time of this.
Yeah, Craig's been caught up in all sorts of battles today. Q goes up the inside, and he's got a long lap now, and Finley's turning into Craig there a little bit, and they're just fighting so much. They're losing touch.
They just cannot catch a break. These are brilliant. They see a gap and they poach it.
But these two Ducatis there really fighting their hearts out.
Meanwhile, Jack Berman trying to get through on boosted.
And Craig's on 4 track limit warnings again in just 2 laps. Same with Finley. They're both on 4.
Whoa, that's Finley really wide into the corner,
And Craig going to take their position back, and these two are not giving up. But Aaron, he leads the way, and this is looking like a promising start.
He's got 1 second lead over Jack. That's the crucial part of it.
Yeah, your race winner from the sprint today. Oh, as Finley tries to squeeze up the inside, and Finley's got a long lap.
Oh, he's going up the inside of the pair of them.
Oh my
is he?
God. He almost wiped out Q there. That was a really, really aggressive move.
Oh, Booster's a bit wide. He's messed up the exit La Chapelle. But he's still got...
Q's on the grass. And Finley, is he going to try and go up the inside again? Well, Craig down the inside of Q here.
Oh, keep an eye on Jack as well. Jack's now moved into second place.
Finley forced him out. Finley's off the track.
Oh, my Booster's sending up the inside of Jack into garage there.
And he's going to try and hold it around the outside. Oh my god! Oh my god, these are prettiest, not giving up today, that's for sure.
No prisoners.
And Finley, I think, tried to take his long lap there. So he's dropped a little bit further back. But here comes Craig up the inside of Boosted.
The Booster's saying no.
Can't find his way through. But here, oh my god, and Craig has got a long lap. That's the long lap for Craig now as well.
The
and he's making contact with Boosted out the final corner. So this has been a really, despite there being less people on track today, it's still been just as chaotic and messy, to be honest. Less crashes, but just more drama as Boosted is... Oh my god! You're going to try and get a cutback, Craig's going to go around the outside, says thank you very much, and Q Gamer too.
Now is Q Gamer going to try and nab the positions?
Yeah, he's going to run... Oh my god.
So now Jack Berman's got clean air. Can he close in on Aaron? But so far from seeing, no.
Runs wide. But Craig, when is he going to serve his long lap penalty? He's going to have to serve it at some point. Here we go. Is he going to serve it now? No.
I think his plan is to try and just set a couple of laps in clean air and then try and build up a gap to the Aprilias.
I'm going to be honest here. He's not dropped the Aprilias. They're still both right behind him.
Yeah. The problem is, I think
here comes Q, he's late on the brake.
The problem is, with how aggressive these Aprilias have been, they're causing these riders to take such abnormal lines and brake really late, so they can't maximise the correct lines and they can't maximise the lap time. So it's actually been a really good strategy by these Aprilias because they are going to probably stay in front, retake the podium places when Craig does his long lap.
Q Gamer, he's picked up 2 long laps. But Boosted though, he's in a good position right now. And Finley has taken the fast lap of the race. That's promising.
Meanwhile, the gap
Boosted
between
from wide.
Aaron and Jack is staying pretty stable.
And Boosted, he's trying to go move on Q, messes it up. And here comes Finley. They go side by side. And makes the move stick. So nicely done. And Q Gamer keeps touching the grass, but Boosted is just, oh my god! Very aggressive move. Oh, as Toby's gone down.
There we go, Craig's taking his long lap.
6. Yep.
Will he come out in front? He will.
Just.
But now Boosted's in the slipstream. Unbelievable. Boosted's in the slipstream, get prepared guys.
Here we go!
Oh, he's broke himself.
Contact. And Finney's run wide as well. And I think they're going to be let free now, the 2 factory Ducatis, finally from the Aprilias, which took a very long time. But one Aprilia that is still in the lead is Aaron Jacko. With a 1 second lead, it's still on. And Jack's on 4 track limit warnings too, so if he gets a long lap and has to serve it, it's going to bring him right back into these 2 factory Ducatis too.
Jack does take the fastest lap of the race.
Drama. Oh, Boosted's wide. You have to cut that.
You see, Boosted, just the way he's been riding, it's causing Finley to make such big mistakes.
Yep, but this is the way he needs to adapt. You know, Boosted, he knows he's not got the pace advantage, so he's not running like extremely recklessly, but he's just being firm with them, and he's trying to make his bike stick out there so he can interfere with them and try and get in their head. And actually, he's in P5 here, which is probably his best result of the season at the moment. So. Yeah, he's done a solid job. Aaron Jacko is pulling the gap on Jack, by the way, up to 1.6 of a second now.
Gotta think Jack must have made a mistake for it to go up that much. Oh, Aaron's
down! Oh, you would not believe it. It's the commentator's curse again.
But he's rejoined in third.
And he's dropped it. Yeah, and he's still in this. If Jack gets a long lap penalty, he is very much in this. But he doesn't. They should not let that affect him now. He needs to keep going. Because yeah, Craig's on a bit wide then. Jack, if he picks up a warning, he is in trouble. He will fall right back into this group. That is so unfortunate for Aaron, though. Just as we were saying about him.
So Jack's got 8 laps to not get a warning.
Oh, and Aaron's wide again.
I'm pretty certain he can control the pace. It's just can he control his track limits as Finley moves into 3rd place, and that makes it 3 Ducatis inside the top 3.
Indeed it does. And this is crucial for Jack. He has 21 points behind going into this round, thinking he's almost fully out of the championship, and he's On course here to take the championship lead.
Yep, it's all swinging roundabouts. I mean, it has taken
who
Shane
would've
not
thought this
turning
could
up,
happen?
but game's the game, I guess.
Yep, and Aaron is breaking extremely late, but I guess it's stopped really well actually, and maybe Finley just broke early though. But Jack, Craig is reeling in Jack.
Yeah, Craig is applying that pressure.
Jack cannot afford to get along.
Craig
up here.
understands the
He'll be in
situation.
trouble.
But Craig's got to be careful because he's on 3 warnings.
Yeah, very true. And Aaron's up to 4 as well now, so...
Yeah, Craig now 1.5 seconds, but he has to fix the warning.
It's all closing down, and if all of these guys get long laps, who's in prime position? Finley. Only on 2 at the moment. And it could be the deciding factor at the end of this race.
A 26.7 apparently, according to Craig's thing, where it popped up.
Yeah, that can't be right.
I hope not.
Craig's really wide though there. Really, really wide. But Jack, he is probably trying to be careful not to get a warning because he knows what's going to happen otherwise. Finley's run wide. Alan's going to sneak up the inside.
No, he's going to close the door just about.
You're going to try again? No. Tell you what though, all 4 of these riders have relatively similar pace.
I do think it's simply going to come down to the winner of this race is he who makes the least amount of mistakes. It was the same in the sprint. One rider didn't make any mistakes at all, and he emerged victorious. 3 of the 4 riders so far have made pretty crucial errors. And the one who hasn't is leading the way, but that gap is now under a second.
All of these riders are all under 2 seconds, all 4 of them.
So is Jack riding too much in conserve? Because now he's going to have no choice but to go a little bit faster.
Made a big mistake there. He lost half a second there. But he's got time, especially if he
Craig's wide.
You've got to remember, there's still another 6 laps left in this race, and anything can happen. So here we go again. 6 laps to go. Jack is losing time, but you know all of these riders, apart from Finley, are all on 4 warnings.
And I think the fastest man on track so far is Finley, because he's closed the gap right up to Craig, and he's closed the gap right up to Jack. So I think Finley is the fastest man on track so far.
And Finley has more freedom. These guys cannot make a single mistake. Finley has some room for error in his pocket. And if he's closing in as well, you'd say at the moment, he looks like he could be the favourite to win this race. He does look strong. He's won here before. And he looks like he'll want to win here again. It's a strong track for him. He's almost got a warning there. He goes all the way down the outside curb and almost gets a warning. But I think Aaron might be losing a little bit of focus. He's dropping back ever so slightly as Finley absolutely nails the chicane, and that's going to gain him some time. And this race is not done yet. As Q picks up another long lap penalty, just to add to his weaknesses. And Finley's picked up a 3rd track limit warning there.
Just nipping the inside of turn 13.
Yeah, with 5 laps to go, can we see a 4-way battle at the end? That'd be fantastic.
So far, the championship situation, Jack would lead Craig by 2 points, and he would be 4 points ahead of Shea.
Wow.
So it's all to play for.
Really all happening, but these gaps aren't really changing at the moment. They're kind of stabilising as Craig's run wide. Lucky not to get a warning.
I think what's happened to Craig now is he's got to the point the same as Jack, where now he's only got 1 warning, so he can't afford to make a mistake himself.
Yep. Who wants to take more risk? How much do they want this win? They know this is going to be for the champ. This could be for the championship. These matter of points. And Aaron Jacko has picked up a long lap penalty. So you could say that might be his chance of this race win over now, unless the others do also pick up a lap. As Finley, Finley's on 4 warnings as well now, so there is no room for error.
Well, Jack's just made a massive mistake at the last corner. He ran really, really wide, and that's cost him a couple of tenths per second.
So Aaron Jacko, will he serve his long lap here? Smart thing to do would be yes, get it out of the way. And if these guys get run at the end, then they're going to get 3 seconds if they don't take it. So, Aaron Jacko, what could have been for him?
He was controlling the pace nicely at over 1 second gap, and unfortunately just went down at turn 9.
These riders all really pushing on the
The gap is back under a second again.
Can it be a double for Jack? I don't think Jack's done a double before, if I'm correct. I don't think he's won 2 races.
Not this season.
Actually,
he took the double in Austria last season.
Ah, okay. Wait, he's not done a triple then, right? Because it'd be pole position as well. So this could be a first time for Jack if he can really bring this one home now. But you can tell that these riders at the front are taking it so cautiously not to get a warning. They're not using the curbs. Finley's definitely not using the curbs to its fullest extent now. Because he knows. Oh, that one's gone down again. And he has really thrown it away. And that is the chances of the win gone for the Aprilia man. Of what could have been. And actually, he's now a threat from his teammate. He's just Booster just gone through him into P4. And Aaron still has his long lap penalty, I think, unless he served it.
Whoa!
As he forced him out wide, that was a tad aggressive.
So 3 laps to go.
Craig's made a mistake there at the chicane, I think. Lost a tenth. But these gaps are all stabilising, unfortunately, and it would be nice to see if we could get a battle, but doesn't seem anyone's making insane inroads.
They're just all very even for pace.
Yeah, but that was proved in the sprint, so I'm not entirely surprised.
But Craig, I was just closed in 2 tenths there at Museum. They're running quite wide. Just is one of them just gonna... They've seen Aaron go down. They know they can afford a mistake. Will they just go hell for leather, risk getting that long lap penalty just to try and have that chance at winning?
How much does the win mean as Craig's run wide? That's a mistake. But he's actually gained time somehow. I don't know how he's gained time.
Jack's gone really tight into the Espler.
Run wide. And that gap is coming down to 6 tenths of a second. Finney's falling slightly further back. And Craig, he's taking a lot of curb there.
He's taking the risk.
And
he understands the situation.
Time.
2 laps to go.
Lap. Finney's got a long lap. So Finney's chances look like they could be shot now as well. So now it's just going to be a 2-way battle at the front.
The winner of this gets a championship lead.
Closing the gap. Yep, whoever wins this or whoever beats each other will be the championship leader. Wow, high stakes here. And there will only be 2 rounds to go after today, and it's really kicked off. 5 tenths is the gap, 2 laps remain. Jack's run really wide. He's almost on the gravel, and that's going to cost him time. Gap now down to 3 tenths of a second. And 1 warning is all it takes to really guys. Is Finney going to take his long lap? No, he's not.
I think Finley's strategy is to force these 2 into another error themselves.
Yeah, Finley has
he doesn't need to anyway. Though. He's got Aaron 9 seconds behind. He's got no need to do it. He might as well just go for broke maybe.
Oh, he's run really wide. Yeah, he's gonna go straight across. And that's another warning.
I think his attempt is to just push these guys into a big mistake.
Yep, indeed. But Craig, has he got it? Has he got the pace? It's 1 lap to go when they cross the line. It's going to be a final lap shootout.
Now, Jack,
and who will take the glory?
In the past 2 laps, Jack has been really wide at Museum, so that could be a place where Craig can nab him.
So here we go then. Final lap time. Where's the move going to come? I think Craig's gonna have a look into Garage Ver if he's close enough.
I think if he's
And
close
now
enough, it'll be
turn one.
museum.
Craig's now to turn one
He's
curve,
all over the
and he's
back
now
of the
down to
Tamagotchi.
1/10 of a second. And he is extremely close.
Oh, Finley's
Oh,
down.
Finley's gone down again! Not again! Oh, it's 2 races in a row on the final lap.
Here we go. He's the
And his
first.
chances are gone.
He's the first chance. Jack's gone really, really tight.
Jack's
He's going to
made
run
a
wide.
mistake.
Here you go. Up the inside goes Craig, but he just wasn't quite
Yep.
close enough. Now he's got Garage Ver.
Like I said, here we go into Garage Vert. This is the place I was on about.
Jack just
And
breaks
no,
too much.
Craig
Too much
breaks
slate.
early. For the win. They have got a matter of corners now until the finish line. It is down to 2/10 of a second.
Just don't think Craig's
Who's
close
gonna
enough
be
in the
brave on
braking
inside
zone.
Curbs? Jack's a little bit wide. Oh, Craig had to readjust there too.
And that
And
might
he's
be
made a
it.
mistake.
That might be it, but it's still. And Craig, Jack can really defend
Craig's
with
taking
DS
all the
Blur.
curb. And
Just
Craig's
2
taking
more
all
corners
the
to
curb.
go.
It's all risk and all send.
Round the final 2 corners. And it's going to be Jack Berman who's going to take the double here and take the championship lead heading into the final
Wow.
2 rounds of the season.
That was an impressive win there. Really held off the pressure. He got closed down so
Oh, wait,
much,
hey, up.
but really held up the pressure. Yeah, Aaron was right behind Finley there. I don't think either of them served that long lap though. I mean, if Aaron did, then he's got the position, but I don't
Yeah, but
think
Finley
he did.
might have got back on and served it afterwards, maybe.
And actually, wait, is Boosted on the podium? Is Boosted on? If
No.
none of them have served it,
No,
Boosted could be on the podium.
No, because he's 3.0
no.
ahead, behind Finley.
And actually, no, they both served that long lap anyway.
Yeah. So after all that drama, Jack Berman holds off the 2 Factory Ducatis to take a double victory and the championship lead for the first time since probably Indianapolis last season.
Way too
Craig is second, Finley is third, Aaron fourth. What could have been? Boosted fifth, Q Gamer sixth, Toby seventh, and Ghost, who DNF'd in 8th position.
Yep. Again, look at the lap times between that top 4. I mean, really close. And actually, Q Game with his fastest up there, only 4 tenths off, Aaron, and 5 tenths off Craig, and 6 tenths off Jack. So he was also relatively close on the pace. But yeah, good from the guys there. But we'll have our interviews now of our top 3. I don't mind how we do this. I don't mind doing Finley and Jack today. And you can do Craig if you want to.
Yeah.
Right, sounds good. So, Finley, are you here? Hello. So, an interesting race today, or 2 races for you. You was in prime position to take a potential win on the cards in both, but unfortunately the final up curse has struck you twice, and you've thrown it away. And it's in 2/3 place instead. And yeah, unlucky for you today. But you're a good pace. You show good potential, and I think it's exciting for the next few rounds. So. Look if you go to the final 2 rounds with this result.
Just fucking send it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'll try my hardest these both races. I had the pace to win both of them, I think. It's a very similar pace to Jack. In the sprint race, I think I left it a little bit too late and I clipped the brakes. It's caused me to crash, which was really unfortunate because I was closing in a lot on Jack at that part, so maybe it was a mixture between a bit panicking that I was going to hit the back of him or something like that. But then in this race here, I had to take this long lap twice, obviously once on the last lap, and I did it earlier on in the race, and I really thought I'd stick with Craig, which didn't lose much time to him as well. We were very similar, catching Jack as well. Once I got that long lap, I thought I'm free. I can absolutely send it and trying to force these 2 into mistakes. Which, I pushed a little bit too hard, and unfortunately the bike folded in, which is unfortunate. Luckily, I had a big enough gap to Aaron, so I can take my long lap. It was like 3.4 seconds, but I didn't want to risk anything, so I took the long lap. That's why he was so close to me at the end, and I was very slow through the long lap. But I don't think there's a chance of the championship just because of how both races have gone today. It's good to be on the podium again, but well done to Jack and Craig at the front. I know I've closed down the gap, not to them, but at the front. So I took points off Shay, and if he's there again, It's a bit closer to him, but hopefully I'll be a little bit closer to these guys as well. But just hope for the best for the last 2 rounds of the season. I'm going to do our absolute best to do the best result I can.
Yep, well done today. You did well, but maybe in the final 2 rounds you can maybe salvage another win. But yeah, good. You had a quick pace today, and well done.
Thank you.
So moving on now to the man who remains second in the championship, but has different riders in front and behind him, in Craig. Well, it's fair to say in both sprint and main race, the Aprilias were making your life an absolute nightmare at the start of the races. But once you broke free, you had good pace, and just unfortunately, you ran out of time to get Jack at the end there.
The Aprilias, bunch of wankers. I had to take a long lap as well. Wait, did I take a long lap in the main race? I can't remember actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I had to take a long lap in the sprint and the main. So to close to Jack, it's nice, but obviously I know Jack was not, trying to push as much because he had 4 warnings. I ended up getting back to 4 warnings as well, so I was trying to be careful as much as possible. And I know Finley had the pace, but I think he was pushing too much in the main race, and that cost him. But I ain't got much to say. The mystery round was quite interesting. Definitely don't want to do it again though. Vital, you're a wanker as well for setting this up. But yeah, maybe we'll get a. Can't think of the word. Basically, we'll call it match point 2 for Jack. Will he beat me this season? Now he's got the lead.
We will soon find out. You got 4 more races in hand, and 3 riders. And if Finley, he's still an outsider, he still has an outside chance at it. So we'll soon see which one of you 3 or 4 will emerge out victorious.
Well, hopefully it'll be me. Keep that number 1 plate, but we'll see.
So well done, and good luck for the next 2 races.
Cheers.
Yep, that's your second place man Craig, who remains second in the championship, still getting leapfrogged by today's winner. Jack, you took the treble for the first time, I believe. Very successful from you today. You kept good control and you stayed calm. You lost time throughout the main race, but you did just enough to make sure you ensured you kept that lead of the race. And you've taken 25 points today, and you now lead the championship by 2 points to Craig, who is the reigning champion. And does this really prove where you can be with these 2 wins today? No, Jack?
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I was muted.
Did you hear my question? Or
Yeah.
Do you want to repeat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so good weekend. I wasn't looking forward to the mystery round, but kind of enjoyed it a bit more when you race. And Le Mans, Mandalika, and Kota was the 3 tracks I wanted it to be, so I wouldn't mind either way out of the 3. But in qualifying, set a good lap in. I wasn't expecting pole because the lap just didn't feel great, like in itself. But I'm starting on pole. I'm not going to complain, and I got away quite good. And then the Aprilias were making it hard for Finley and Craig to get away with me, so I had that to my advantage, and just I had warnings on my side as well, so I could just ride out my race. And I had to hold off Finley. He closed in quite a bit, and it stayed around 2-3 tenths for the rest of the race. But a good win in the sprint, which was my which wasn't in my favour like last season. But I'm starting to enjoy him a bit more now, and just because I'm qualifying better, I can fight up in the sprints. But in the main race, starting at the back is always difficult. But I've had quite a lot of practice this season with starting at the back, so it's something that you get used to going through the field, and that's what I had to do. There's quite a few aggressive riders as well. Me, Craig, and Finney were being quite aggressive to everyone else as much as they were being aggressive to us, but the Aprilias just made it harder for us. But I got behind Aaron, and no offense to Aaron because he's a great rider, but I feel like he always has a mistake in him. So, I knew that. I knew that it was going to be a mistake in him, whether that would be a long lap or crash. But as much as I love Aaron, just got to admit it. But yeah, and I was leading the race. I had nearly 3 seconds, but I don't know. I kind of lost my head mid-race and just lost so much time. Was making mistakes. I made a mistake at the chicane two what's it called, times in a row. But then I found my pace again. I kept it the same, and then made another mistake and Craig closed straight back in. But it was difficult because I had to keep stay calm because I had 4 warnings from lap 6 onwards. But yeah, I've taken the championship lead. I think this season's different to last season because I feel like it just feels different. I feel more motivated to win the championship, even though I don't know what's happening next week because I'm not going to be here on race day, me and Finn. But I don't know if that's going to be pushed a day earlier or a week later. I'm sure that discussions will be made. But yeah, I feel like this is a bit different this season, and I've been involved. I've been league racing since 2020, and I still haven't won a championship. But I feel like this could be my year this time. But yeah, just to carry on my podiums every single race I finish, which is good consistency. But well done to Craig and Finley. It was a difficult race for everyone and an enjoyable one as well.
Yep, you did well today. I hope you enjoyed it. Good result for you, and this could be your time to win after 5 years of not winning. So
yeah, hopefully.
Let's see what you can do.
So that's round number 6. Round 7 will be next week at Boosted's home race of Laguna Seca in California. If I'm honest, I've noticed the last round is Qatar, and I would have loved it to have been do Qatar on the Qatar weekend, which I'm sure was the actual plan. But the America's GP in real life prevented that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I'm sure Laguna Laguna being Laguna, won't be surprised if there's some incidences into the first corner, turn 5, turn 6, to score the last corner. But for the final 4 races, 4 points up in the top 3, it looks to be quite a ominous prospect, if I can get my words right, for only the 3 riders. So
yeah,
hopefully it'll be a good show.
Yep, looking forward to it. Definitely all closed up now, and I think we're going to have a good end to the season. And despite there's been less riders here today, it was quite entertaining still. So yeah, glad it was still a good race.
Yep, so that's been it for the Mystery G Prix here in Le Mans, and see you next week at Laguna Seca. Goodbye.